in his jacket. Shouldn't take long to get to the location that DJI had given me. The sun's just coming up. Can't get my arm in there. Going on. Speaking of your milkshake. Right. What I need to do. So I've got my hotspot on here. I'm connected on this one. Looks gorgeous morning out there. I'll show you the sky in a minute. Anyway, we'll be getting out there. Just got a plug. I need that. Sunglasses. And that I need to put on charge. Here's my Mini 3 Pro battery charger and 2 batteries. Maybe we'll have a drone in a bit, who knows? But I'm not very hopeful. Oh. Well, saying that, I don't know why I'm not very hopeful, but because it is quite remote where it is. Plug this power bank in. The joys of doing YouTube. Been down the tent as well. Right, that's all charging away. Hand warmers. Do we need the hand warmers? That's a good question. We'll take them. USB hand warmers. Probably going to need a torch to start with. That's 2 routes that I can, well, it's 3 routes that I can take, I believe. But I'm going to go the second way that I sort of looked yesterday. Pardon me. Be mad if it's there, whether it'll work or not. I know it's completely dead, the battery, it's not giving off. But DJI have said the last known coordinates are these ones, so we're going to take the drone. We're going to take a drone, so that I can put my license and that on, and sorry about that, the camera went the wrong way. I'm going to take my drone because I can put my license and that on me. I've got like a badge, just in case I get caught looking. But I don't think I'm going to. It's a bit different now because I can go straight to it. Whether it's there or not. The only thing that's got it is nobody's going to steal it because it's just in the middle of nowhere. I live in the countryside, but the farmers do cut their grass. Or maybe it's just sitting there in the exact spot that I've been told it's in. Hang on. Right, let's go. Welcome to Kent on a bright. In fact, I'm going to go all the roadway. I think I'm tempted to go across the field. Yeah, we'll go across the field. Just the old grass might be a bit wet. Once I get across there, I'll get it up on the map and I'll show you. Probably telling me that I'm about 20 minutes away. But I don't go the way it tells me. I go through the woods. Yeah, it's quite chilly out here. Roll on the summer. And I can be out here at like 4 in the sunshine. Birds tweeting away. Sparrows. Going over this way. Drone is over that way. Yeah, Google Maps will tell me to go right up that way. But Google Maps doesn't know the woods and the area. Well, this is it. I've either lost 450 quid or I haven't. Well, I'll say that. I still got the DJI case, 2 batteries and a charger, and the remote. So I'm not the whole 450 down. Oh, and I've got the gimbal cover. But yeah, it's probably the best drone that I've owned. Not that I had it that long, but I might even blame it on CEX, yeah, I bought it from the shop, if I can, or hopefully it's just sitting up here. There's a fox looking right at me, little baby fox. A lot of foxes over here. See, this is where I fly from. This is where it all happened. Right there. I flew over that way, which I always do. I thought first fly out, all charged up. And then boom, it was gone. Aircraft malfunction, refer to find my drone. And then it said aircraft toppled over. Yeah, we got to head out that way. There's 2 ways we can go. One way, probably going to be a bit too wet because it's long grass. It's not so bad here. On the playing field. But hopefully I'll get to the position and it'll be right there. But this is it though. I won't be looking every day. I'll just be looking now and that'll be it. these drones are normally, where they say they are, they're normally pretty close. When I find my drone and that, when you follow the line, it take you right to the drone. Baseball. Yeah, it's quite chilly out here. We go into the woods down there. You go into the woods today. Stayed in a tent. It was lovely and warm. And even though the inside of the outer side of the tent was a bit wet because of the condensation, the actual inside of the tent was just bone dry. I'm really noticing when I'm getting out of the tent that I'm freezing when I get out of the tent, which is a good thing because normally you're just freezing all the time anyway in the tent. But obviously a four-season tent, it's built for snow and all sorts. But I do like the skirt bits it's got on here that go around it. I don't know what they're fucking driving over here, that. Anyway, we're going into the woods now. We're going to go this way. But can't even get through here in winter. It's just all so muddy and flooded. Right, we've got two ways of going. What way should we go? We'll go straight up the main road, which is actually the way that Google will tell me to go. But what I'll do in a minute, I'll fire it into the other phone. I'll show you. We'll be minutes away. This afternoon I was at 3 minutes away from the drone, but I was on the road and it was basically sending me through a couple of farms. So that's why I thought I'd come out now. Chances are the farmers and that'd be alright anyway. The other one that caught me, he was fine. He was in there telling me about the spraying. I've been looking more into that as well. Might start saving, you know, for one of these big spraying drones. Talking like 10 grand. 10 grand. But 10 grand investment, cool, you'd soon get your money back. And obviously if I've got the drone, my services are ready to go. Do you know what I mean? All the farmer's got to do is decide whatever he's spraying. They do everything around here. Apples, raspberries, strawberries, cherries, hops. And everything gets sprayed in winter. But you've got to buy one of these big old enterprise drones. The T25, the T40. Or if you're super rich, the T50. But I'm looking at a little one. 8 to 10 grand. But it does mapping and everything. Infrared. So a lot of farms do it, they do. And obviously if I turn up certified fucking this, that and the other, but I ain't got a drone to do the spraying, I turn up with a drone, with everything, so basically all they're doing is telling me what I'm spraying. That's going to stand me in a lot better stead, I think. Because it's a wide open market, not a lot of people have gone for their tests and that. But then again, I suppose a lot of people don't want to do it for a living, they just want to fly around for a hobby. looks nice over there. Get the drone. I've got the Mini 4K in the bag. At least that's reliable. Doesn't disappear. Getting some pink skies over there. I believe, what's the time? 5:05, it's supposed to be sunlight. I can see what I'm doing. See me drone. You'll be amazed in a minute when I whack in the other phone where we'll just get up there, up this main road, and we'll do a left, and then I'll show you how close to the drone we are. I found 2 ways of getting to it yesterday. But you end up mooching about in people's back gardens, but they're just, well, I say they're rich people. I grew up with like farmers' kids and that, they ain't that rich. But yeah, just massive properties. But a lot of these properties out east have got public rights of way, and go right through them. But obviously the other day, farmer, he's more interested in my safe and all that. He's worried about the balls. I said, it's all right. I said, I've grown up in the village, and then he was fine after that. Obviously, people come out roaming about the countryside that don't live in it. You get people come down from London and all the cities. They think everything's cushy. But to be honest, the bulls chase red. Yep, they do. But to be honest, I've had a worse encounter with a cow. That's the truth. Anyway, good morning. We are out and about looking for the drone, which is up here. Absolutely gutted because it gone out the 2-year warranty, so DJI can do it. DJI have said though, if I want another one, they'll do 15% off. But to be honest, I'd rather get this one back. It was like 450 quid, boom, gone. Anyway, it's quiet. It's a car. Yeah, it's starting to get a bit lighter now, I'm noticing. I think I've got to walk right up the farm entrance into the farm there on, and then swing a left. I think it's in the field there. Didn't really need my torch. Tell you what I might put on though. My hand warmers. Wicked little things. USB hand warmers. I recommend them to everybody. They get red hot. Got 3 settings. Oh. Just check my other phone, make sure that the battery's not dead. Did charge it right. Yeah, that's all good. We'll get up here and do a left, and I'll show you on here. Because we're just ridiculous. Even now, we're ridiculously near it. Less than 10 minutes away. Yeah, it seems quiet up here today. So this is another place that I fly from up here. I'll show you. This little lay-by I fly from. Because what you can do, flew out of there, what you can do up here is literally get your drone up and fucking just go straight out miles and miles. You still have a vision of sight because you get quite a good view up here, looking right out over there. And I always get really high up in the sky. That's why I'm surprised anything's happened to me drone, because I fly quite high. But the reason I fly high is obviously there's a lot of trees. You got the highest thing I'm going to come across, probably the electricity pylon. We've got a couple of them that go through our village, but I fly over them. But you don't fly too near them, because what can happen with a drone and an electricity pylon, it can what's called an arc, which is where one supply of electricity gets near the other one, it'll arc to it. People think that's bullshit. Fucking hell. Slow down, mate. Late for his donuts, isn't he? Yeah, people think that's bullshit, but it's actually true. Electricity does arc. It's like train lines. I get warnings come up when I'm near a train line, but a yellow warning doesn't mean you can't fly there. Obviously a red warning, and then you're in a restricted zone, which are mainly prisons, airports. Anyway, we're going to turn off, get off this main road. And what I'll do, I'll show you on my phone now how near we are to the drone. Let me get my hand warmers in my pocket. Fucking birds tweeting right. What we're going to do, we're going to open up Google Maps and we're going to see that number there. That is it. Directions. See, I'm 12 minutes away, look. My drone is that red thing on the left. So you say start there and it'll send me, will it send me the right way? Matthews Lane, yeah. We are 0.6 miles away from the drone. There's the drone, there we are, and there's the drone. What we'll do also, we'll change. No, hang on. How did I do that before? No. So I'm trying to alter the view. We don't want that view. Alright, so it tells you to go, how's it to go like that. I've seen this one before. I'm not used to that, so I'll go back to how that was. That's mad. Right, 12 minutes. Do it right here. This is probably just a complete waste of time, but it's got to be done. We're 11 minutes away now. There's the drone, and there we are. Down here. So right up here, that, and there's the drone. The drone is 10 minutes away. We're now 0.5 mile. We're half a mile away from the drone, apparently. Up where Park Farm is, look. It's over to the left of Park Farm. So we're there. Well, we're 0.4 miles away now. Getting nearer. Basically, there's the drone, that red dot, and there I am walking up there. Is that somebody up there walking up here? I'm seeing things, man. 9 minutes away. .4 miles away. Allegedly. Tell you what, I'm not going to hang about up here too long, man. Looking. Basically, if it's not in a rough area, it's not there. But I'll soon know whether it's there when I see the grass. There's a car. What we'll do, just gonna whack my drone license and all that shit around me